What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, we got to get back to this Marvel 2025 slate, which has absolutely been a dumpster fire all year long. All right. It's been nothing but bad project after bad project. Remember, we started off in January with this Spider-Man cartoon and the race swapped Osborns. That wasn't hitting. Captain America Brave New World wasn't hitting. Giant box office flop there. All right, then we got the Daredevil Born Again. Biggest disappointment so far of the year, in my opinion. Biggest disappointing series. Everybody expected good things because of the Netflix series, and they were hoping that Marvel figured some shit out. They had stopped production and rebooted, but it turns out they didn't do anything at all. They kept a lot of the original trash, and this series is just a giant dumpster fire. And then, of course, we get to Thunderbolts, which a lot of y'all like, but it's not making no bread. It's not going to turn a box office result that Marvel wants. You know, and now we get to Ironheart. And now we get to Ironheart. Man, you want to talk about one bad project after another. I don't know what Ironheart is going to be, but look, ain't nobody checking for Ironheart. All right. Nobody's been waiting on this and debating on this and hoping that this thing is going to be good. A lot of folks even forgot it was coming out, you know. And please, please do not get in the comments gaslighting. There's been a whole lot of y'all gaslighting in the comments lately, talking about what you talking about, DA. Man, this thing is going to be fired. No, please don't do that, all right? You a goddamn liar. You say you've been waiting on Ironheart to drop on Disney Plus. You are a liar, all right? Nobody wants this series, you know, but Marvel, they got to pull out all the stops. They got to do everything they can. That's what I was saying yesterday. Desperation mode, pure desperation mode. And they got to do everything they can to see if they could get Ironheart to lift up. Yeah, Culture Crave posted this up, y'all, all right? Dominique Thorne says, Robert Downey Jr. gave his blessing for the Ironheart series. I got 2 thumbs up. It's really reassuring to know you're not embarrassing Iron Man. It's like, what does that have to do with anything? You're not embarrassing Iron Man? No, you're embarrassing the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe with this bullshit. You're embarrassing all the fans, man. You're embarrassing the legacy of all of these people. You know, yeah, Iron Man, look, she's DEI Iron Man. Let's just call a spade a spade. You know, no pun intended. She's DEI Iron Man. That's all it is, y'all. That's it. That's all. And the fact that Robert Downey Jr. is coming out and clapping for this, what does that mean? Robert Downey Jr. gives his blessing. So what? Is that supposed to make me say, well, I guess since Robert Downey Jr. is signed off on it, I guess I'm supposed to like it now. I guess I'm supposed to give this a chance. He gave it his blessing. It don't work like that, Marvel. Yeah, this is all of that desperation. We got to put this article out there, right? It was on Empire Magazine. Here it goes right here. Empire, Ironheart's Dominique Thorne got 2 thumbs up from Robert Downey Jr. So I guess if Robert Downey Jr. is good, then, you know, we all should be on board with this. And you know Kevin Feige had to put Rob up to it. He put Robert Downey Jr. up to this. You got to believe that. Hello, Bobby DJ. Talk to me. Hey, what's up, Kev? How's it going? Who? Dominique Thorne? Who in the fuck is Dominique Thorne? Oh. Riri Williams? Ain't that singer? Ironheart? What the hell is an Ironheart? Oh, okay. You just want me to say nice things? Look. Cut the check, Kev. Cut the check. Make it payable to Bobby DJ. You know how it goes. And we'll move on from there, all right? Yeah, okay, yeah, man. All right, I'll see you on set. All right, take it easy. Riri Williams. Robert Downey Jr. like, you pay me money, I'll say whatever it is you want me to say. All right? 2 thumbs up. Yep, I'll give him 10 thumbs up. Whatever, bruh. This ain't gonna make no difference. Again, this is all I'm talking about, man. All they do is try to use other legacy characters to promote the bullshit that you don't want. Yeah, thatparkplace.com. Shout out to Marvin Montanaro. He said the exact same thing. Marvel uses Robert Downey Jr. to sell Ironheart ahead of Disney Plus release. Explains why Riri is more remarkable than Tony Stark. You see what they doing? Riri Williams is more remarkable than Tony Stark. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. Every time these cats come out and say some bullshit, it just makes it seem so desperate. I guarantee you it's all Kevin Feige's idea. He doesn't know what he's doing anymore. And so now it's like, well, I need Robert Downey Jr. not just to come back and play Dr. Doom, but now I also need Robert Downey Jr. to promote Riri Williams. And I need Riri to come out and say, yeah, I'm better than Tony Stark. Good job, Kevin Feige. Yeah, you've pissed off fans once again. These guys never learn, man. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out and see what Marvin's talking about. So it says Marvel is invoking the name of Robert Downey Jr. in an attempt to justify its upcoming Ironheart series. Marvel's Ironheart is gearing up to close out Phase 5 of the MCU on Disney+, and the studio appears to be going into full damage control ahead of the premiere. Despite fans still scratching their heads over her inclusion in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Marvel is rolling out legacy name drops, strategic comparisons, and emotional appeals in a thinly veiled attempt to build hype and legitimacy for a show that few asked for. A spiritual successor with no actual link. Yeah, I thought this was interesting, all right? A spiritual successor. So they're saying that Ironheart basically is the successor to Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. So in a new Empire article, basically is saying Riri Williams, Ironheart, recounted her brief encounter with Robert Downey Jr., saying it was an exciting exchange where the actor gave her a few words of encouragement and literally 2 thumbs up. The story is being framed by Marvel as some kind of symbolic torch-passing moment, with articles declaring Riri and Tony Stark to be spiritually linked in the MCU. Like how? They never met each other, all right? And he goes on to say that there's just one problem. There's no actual link. Tony Stark died in Avengers Endgame before Riri was ever introduced. Good. They didn't have a chance to have Riri Williams outdo Tony Stark in every way possible, because you know that's exactly what would have happened. She would have been running circles around him. It would have been like Rey and Han Solo on the Falcon. You know, Tony Stark is standing there looking like an idiot while Riri Williams is just promoting the dude. Oh yeah, look what I'm doing. Ha 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 ha. You don't know any of this shit, old man. They would have absolutely had her put him over. And so, yeah, I'm glad he died before Riri Williams was introduced. Good. They never met. They have no shared screen time, no storyline overlap, and no established relationship in the films. Calling them spiritually connected is pure marketing spin, a way for Marvel to claim legacy without earning it. It's also a way to reassure fans that Iron Man approves of his replacement, even though that replacement is arriving with little of the narrative weight that's made Stark iconic. Yeah, I mean, it's like, why can't you have these characters just stand on their own 2 feet? Why do they need to be connected in any way, shape, or form to the legacy characters? Again, this is just DEI Iron Man. That's all Riri Williams is. You know, a black female Iron Man. And instead of making her her own unique character, you know, saying, no, we're not even going to like bring Robert Downey Jr. or Iron Man into this at all. We'll just focus on Riri Williams, and that's that. They can't. They know they can't. Because the character's a nothing burger. Nobody gives a fuck. So it's like, we got to tie her into Iron Man somehow, but we couldn't do it in the actual story on screen or any of these movies. You know, so we got to drag, hey, Rob, come on over here, man. And give her some words of encouragement, 2 thumbs up. We'll print an article in Empire, and we'll hope that somehow, some way, that sways fans to give a damn about this character. It won't, all right? This is the other one, okay? Dumpster diving over billionaires' brilliance. Then there's the one quote that's raising eyebrows. Thorne compared her character's background to Tony Stark's. She's dumpster diving, whereas Tony Stark was this bajillionaire. What she's been able to accomplish is remarkable. Yeah, so look. See, this is the dumb shit I'm talking about, and this is how you know Marvel is desperate. They know the characters can't stand on their own, too. They give Riri Williams, or Dominique Thorne, I should say, some talking points. Hey, get out there and say, you know, Tony Stark was a bajillionaire and you were some kid diving through dumpsters to put all of your tech together, you know? And yeah, they mention it in this article right here. Stark's origin story didn't begin in a Manhattan skyscraper. He built his first suit while kidnapped in a cave with shrapnel near his heart, using scrap metal and pure genius to survive. Like, they're undercutting Iron Man's story. You know, they got this chick out here undercutting Iron Man's story. And I ain't blaming her. She was told to say that. She was told to say that by Marvel, probably Kevin Feige himself. Yeah, get out there, tell these cats you're like some scrappy underachiever. You never had no money, you poor little black kid. Get out there and say some bullshit like that. And then, you know, that'll help you get over, you know, and then we can sell that. I mean, it's just utter crap. Like, they can't have these characters just go out there and do their thing without taking a dig at the legacy characters, or just standing on their own 2 feet without any mention whatsoever of Iron Man. If Riri Williams / Ironheart was a good character, she would absolutely be able to do that. But she's not. And so they got to pull all of these stunts and all of this legacy crap. And it's just, it's sad, man. It's sad. Yeah, and that was the real problem. Ironheart was never organic. All she was, again, is just you know, a ripoff of Iron Man, DEI Iron Man. That's it. That's all right? That's who this character is, you know? So the official synopsis describes Riri as returning to Chicago after Wakanda, where she'll face off against Parker Robbins, aka the Hood, a character powered by dark magic. Meanwhile, Disney Plus is positioning Ironheart as the climactic ending to Phase 5, even though the hype just isn't there. Have we gotten a trailer? We haven't even gotten a trailer, have we? They have no confidence in this thing. Zero confidence. We got to have Robert Downey Jr. give his 2 thumbs up, all right? His blessings. You know, I approve of this show and this character. We got to get that before we actually get a trailer for this show. It's really, really, really pathetic, man. But yeah, that's where we're at, right? Marvel, man, they need a reboot in the worst way, man. What's coming up next? Fantastic Four, all right? You know, with the Silver Surfette, you know, Reed Richards, oh my God, man. This is going to be a long, long, long year for the Marvel Cinematic Universe because nothing left. There's nothing left that gets me excited. Fantastic Four may be good, but after that, Wakanda, zombies, Wonder Man, it's over, man. It's over. Hurry up and get to 26, and it's not looking that much better there with Doomsday. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Are you excited for Ironheart? I'm excited to cover it, okay? But I guarantee you, man, the ratings and the viewership is just going to fall off the side of a cliff. Ain't nobody watching this shit, Marvel. Kevin Feige knows it, man. He knows nobody's coming to check for this. This is going to be some of the worst ratings they've ever had, you know, to close out Phase 5. What a disaster this thing is. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.